Hello and welcome to another FEH reaction. So we are going through the Choose Your Legends video. So we're doing the Choose Your Legends video and their respective banners. So I'm going to see them both back to back as they showed up at the same time. So let's just get down to this right now. Okay. But yeah, I know that Choose Your Legends characters don't really matter to the story, even though like I actually did vote for Galvig one time or two times. Yeah, I voted for Galvig 2 times. Just to see how it's gonna be kind of fun to see like how it'll work. Like how would Galvig work as a brave unit? Considering timey-wimey nonsense. But not a Palo or Leguarn, but whatever. And I don't really care about anyone else, to be honest. Like I have no interest in caring, especially Soren. But right now, let's just get to the video. Oops. All right, reduce volume. All right, let's go. Okay, so it's just be Choose Your Legends and some logging rewards, and that's it. Which is honestly what's expected. Alright, see if everything is good. Alright. Let's see what these guys look like.
Ta-da! The heroes you selected in Choose Your Legends Round 7 are finally here, all dressed up in their Choose Your Legends outfits. Are you
seriously, 2 avatars soaring golfing.
Let's get right to the introductions then.
Alright, so it's Lee with Corin, Lee with Soren. Oh, Lee with Corin.
I'm certain now that the path I chose was correct.
Okay. Wow, this is not kind of uninspired, not gonna lie. Oh wow, so it's just like the Queen of Vala nonsense. But yeah, it just looks like Corin with a cape. It's like, okay. Okay. Okay.
Vala Stone skill can apply the Stone Divine Vein, which increases defense and resistance for allies during combat. It also reduces damage from foe specials by 10, and from the area of effect specials by 50%.
Okay, so more helpful for like stuff like Freyr, if you have it. Leticia, come on!
Combine that with her B skill, Counter Roar 4.
Oh,
new inheritable. Options for reducing the damage she takes from first attacks. Not only that, but her counterattacks will hit harder the more damage she takes. So many skills built around protecting her allies.
Man, Leticia keeps evading me. I'm gonna tell you, like, she keeps evading me. It's like I try to summon on Leticia every time, it just doesn't work. Really annoying.
He's dressed as an archsage of Tellius, and is out.
So it's literally just like Scythia again. This is just like Scythia again. That's kind of lame. Design-wise, pretty lame.
Allies with assigned decoy can activate the savior effect against foes with the same attack rate.
Are you serious?
Archsage Tome also increases all stats and reduces damage taken. If there's an ally nearby.
So he just like throws the save on anybody.
Rare talent. If his resistance stat is 10 or more points higher than his foes, he can attack twice when he initiates combat, or when his foe has an attack range of 2 spaces. His special skill, Flare, can add 60% of his foe's resistance stat to the damage he deals if his HP is 70% or higher. If his HP is lower than 70%,
so I'm not really paying too much attention. I'm just like trying to look at what's going on and then read. I'm not really listening much at all.
Powerful magic and good use of teamwork with his allies. I'd expect nothing less from Soren.
Okay, here we go. Here we go. The only interesting part of this video. So she just looks like Goldwing.
Wait a minute. That outfit is just like Sather's.
Not really.
I wonder how she feels wearing something that reminds her of the past.
I mean, yeah, I get like she looks like Sather, but she doesn't look like Sather. I mean, I don't see Sather when I look at that. I mean, looking like Sather just makes sense. It just doesn't remind me of it.
Is also increased by 20% of her speed stat, so she'll be able to dish out consistent damage to her foes.
Okay.
Her exclusive
Wait.
B skill is Gold Unwinding. When she has half or more of her HP remaining and she initiates combat, she can reduce the damage she takes from the foe's first.
I just realized that and I haven't really paid attention to collars. But then I'm gonna do that on the actual like banner
Her
video.
A skill, Flared Sparrow, increases her attack and speed.
Wait, is that inheritable?
Combat, and can deal 7 damage to
Wait,
the
isn't that
foe when
just
combat begins.
isn't that just like no? Don't we have like
Vein effect spaces around her foe after attacking. The Flame Divine Vein effect damages foes in those spaces and obstructs their movement too. Between an additional action and a Divine Vein, the Golden Seer has the potential to be a powerful force on the battlefield.
Okay.
I've come this far thanks to not only my successes, but also my setbacks.
Why is he?
Robin is the first player
What is he
in the division.
What?
Not only does the Exalt's tactician have a special outfit, but he's also wielding a sword given to him by Crom.
He looks goofy in this.
Deliverer's
He looks freaking goofy.
HP is 25% or higher.
He looks like a Nego.
Damage he takes from his foe's first attack is by 40%. On top of that, if he activates
Oh wow, Rag Spectrum. Wow, they actually call it Rag Spectrum. I just said a Nego a moment ago, and
damage based on defense, then the damage will be calculated based on the lower of his foe's defense or resistance. His B skill, Gambit 4,
okay, inheritable.
will increase the damage he deals with his special by up to 15,
Okay.
and reduce his foe's damage by up to 50%.
Remember, this is inheritable.
It pairs very nicely with his weapon skill. Robin's exclusive
Oh.
B skill
Oh.
is Tip the Scales.
Yeah, that's a quote he always says.
The turn, he applies Rally Spectrum to himself and to
Wow, they actually call it Rag Spectrum this time. It actually looks like Rag Spectrum.
With Rally Spectrum is within 5 spaces. He can move next to them. Rally Spectrum
Wow.
increases all stats and reduces special cooldown count before an attack. Robin sure knows how to nudge the odds in his favor. That's the Exalt's tactician for you.
Alright.
And that's
Cool.
all for introductions. The heroes chosen in Choose Your Legends Round 7 will appear in the new hero summoning event Turn of Fate,
Uh-huh.
beginning on August 16th.
And today is the 15th. Well, it's like on the morning, so it's not the 14th, so.
40 summons in the new hero summoning event.
You use up to 4 times.
Again after 80, 120, and 160 summons too. That's up to 4 free focus heroes.
Yep, not surprised.
Oh, and of course, there will be a free summoning event this year too.
Okay.
During which you can summon a 5-star hero of your choice.
Neat.
Better start thinking about who you'll pick.
Go big. Anyway,
That reminds me. The
Not-
Keepers of Faith free summoning event, featuring heroes from the Choose Your Legends Round 5 event, will end on August 30th. Don't forget to
Oh, right.
take advantage of that
Oh.
free summon.
oh wait, so that's from like 2 years ago? What?
Don't we have a grand hero battle coming up?
Oh, Grand Hill Battle. Okay, who's the Grand Hill Battle this time? No, it's my boy Cyril! It's my boy Cyril!
Yeah. The grand hero
What?
this time is Cyril.
I'm surprised it's like it's time skip Cyril.
Game.
I'm surprised it's time skip Cyril.
Taught to him by Shamir, he fights to fulfill his duty.
Oh, that boy Cyril. Unfortunately, he's not a Wyvern Knight. He's not a Wyvern Rider.
Begins on August.
But because I always have him as a flying unit, a flying bow unit.
Hey, aren't all these heroes
Yeah, the thing about Cyril is that like he'll compete with
exclusive skills?
a Grand. Even though Grand's a much older unit, like she's still still pretty relevant. And I don't even use like a Grand that much.
Oh, right. The number of times you can power up your heroes
Oh, boy.
with flowers is increasing starting around August 16th. Each hero
Oh boy, more things to add to Battle Garden. And more things to... Isn't that...
There will be 1,000 of each type up for grabs in the next forging bonds. That's a total
Cool, but like, that's not... So it may seem a lot, but it's really not a lot. It's really not a lot. Like, you will easily waste a lot of dragon flowers.
It's almost sunset. I better get back to the castle.
Yeah, and I better get to actually wreck the natural banner.
Look at that. Everyone's gathered here. Oh, and guess what else? To celebrate the appearance of the Choose Your Legends heroes, there's a website with a special story for you to enjoy. There's a link to it in the video description. So go ahead and give it a look from there. Hey!
I'm not here to react to that, and I'm here to react to the
Choose Your Legends heroes.
Choose Your Legends.
Amazing though, don't they? I'm so excited. I hope you summoners will go on enjoying Fire Emblem heroes through the Askren summer. Now then,
I'm just waiting until Feta starts sleeping. Alright, so with that, let's go pause this and let's go get the other video. Let's go get the actual banner video. Give me a second. Alright, so the actual banner. So now this is the part where we're gonna do a little closer look at what we're dealing with. So we start with Corrin here. Okay, so armored colorless thing. We have how many female coins do we have that is just colorless dragon? She can't as far save.
Reclaim what is ours.
Man, this feels like a loud video, but it's the normal volume. Like.
This is my path.
Freaking bubbles. It's a lot of bubbles. How many Sorens do we have that are green mages?
Fancy clothing won't disguise.
I know we have like blue mage Sorens. But do we have a lot of green mage Sorens? Null Fall for magic. And Time's Pulse.
Just give up.
Oh my goodness. Soren's the Pokedex, and Soren's the Pokedex, and you're looking at a Gengar. Alright, Seer Beyond Time.
the Golden Seer. My purpose is to bring ruin.
I know this is True to Legends, but we have a lot of just giant scriptions. It's kind of crazy how Hal survived that. If you think about it, it's kind of weird as Hal survived that. Like that first attack was kind of weird. Lucia. But yeah, man, like freaking Robin looks like Inigo, and it's really wacky. That's the water art. That doesn't look. Okay, not gonna lie, this does not look like a water art. All right, we have a lot to talk about here.
A flawless strategy.
But my boy Cyril's coming into the game. That's pretty cool. Even though it's weird time skip version. Weird. Okay, and we just knew about this, so I'll just wait until this thing's over. Alright, so let's go actually take our own look at this. So, okay, so let's start with with Corn. Is that a new artist? It's probably a new artist. But okay, so I'm gonna say this that yeah, not gonna lie, not a big fan of the face. I just feel like the face is kind of weird. Like everything else is, I guess, is fine. Like the hair is kind of odd, but the face is just kind of weird. And he has that, this pose like over here. Now I think about it, this perspective is kind of weird, but like, you get what I mean. But like, also, actually, not that I think about it, like, she doesn't seem to have her, like, if she is having an arm sort of like this, it feels like she's more like this, like how or has an arm like this back. It just feels kind of weird. But then again, I think kind of what happens when you need to draw, because like usually, from perspective, like you can't just have like the arm stretched out this much, because it'll look very weird in the actual finished product. So it does look like she's just doing this, and the Dragonstone is actually just like levels with her body. I don't know, but that's just what it looks like, because it doesn't look like she's actually stretching her arm, because otherwise the hand will look much bigger. Anyway, also her thighs are huge. What the heck? Anyway, I just want to leave that there. Anyway, so skills. So she starts with AS Fire Save. That's fine. That's good enough fodder. And now it's time for Counter War 4, which is inheritable. So the question is, it's likely going to be a dragon only skill. So how will most dragons, defensive dragons specifically, would want to, why would other dragons want this? So I'm gonna go to the game real quick and look at how the dragons that I currently have. Like, for example, like, would Nagi appreciate this more than Hardy Fighter? So I just want to know, would Hardy Fighter be replaced by this on Nagi, for example? So let me just get all my stuff. So I don't know if it's gonna be like just dragons or it could be beasts too, because if it's beasts it would be insane. Okay, so anyway. Just how... Okay, I have quite a few dragons here. Oh yeah, I have the Reyes here. But then both the Reyes have true dragon walls, so why would I want anything else? Anyway, okay, so it inflicts AS -4 and foe. Damage reduction for first attack by 30%. Okay. Whoa, holy crap, that's... okay, anyway. And unit's next attack deals damage to 30% of the foe's attack damage prior to reductions. So, okay, so what you're saying is, she does more damage, the more damage that the unit has dealt from the opponent's attack, if it wasn't, before reduction penalties. So if the opponent is really strong enough and can punch through the unit, the unit deals more damage similar to Bide. Anyway, and heals 7 after combat. So, okay, I'm going to say this. I don't think that an overly defensive... I don't think an overly defensive dragon unit would want this. Because, like, Nagi is best described as overly defensive. Because the thing is, like, in this case, losing A and S, stat reduction and damage reduction. I don't think that it's much. I'm just looking at Hardy Fighter, and I still don't know what the heck is going on. Anyway, not sure it matters all that much. Actually, I think about it. I should look at Dragon Wall. Who has Dragon, like normal Dragon Wall? Okay, Halloween Rhea. Whatever. I don't know. Maybe like a middling defensive dragon would want this, like, not crazy defensive, like, let's say, Ascended Idun or Nagi, but maybe someone with, like, just decent defenses would work. I don't know examples right off the bat, because, like, some other dragons, like, are just middling, can also would want, speed skills, like, for example, like, let's see here, what about, a non-kills, for example? Because it does have that AS -4. Oh no, wait, but then again, Savvy Fighter 4 does 40% of the first attack. That's what that does, 30. So So maybe non-kills with Savvy Fire 4 is worse with this new skill. I think. Because Savvy Fire 4 also deals with, like, follow-up attacks. And this one also heals and does, you know, damage to the opponent based on the attack, so I'm not sure. I'm still not sure, like, if it's worth it. So yeah, I'm gonna say I'm not sure if it's worth it. Maybe it could be really good, but it looks like Savvy Fighter 4 would work. But then again, like Savvy Fighter 4 is an armor only thing, so maybe this is like equivalent of Savvy Fighter for non-dragon armors. I think that non-armor dragon. I think that's kind of where this is going. Like for example, like maybe base Tiki can do this, can handle this pretty well. Maybe no, Emir has a trace that's more worth it. I don't know. I don't know who would want it. Maybe like Saros, I guess, because he doesn't have true dragon law. I don't know. I can't. I don't know. I do not know what is better off. Anyway, so that's it for inheritable stuff. Let's go see what the exclusive stuff are. Wait, is it armor flow like inheritable too? Isn't that inheritable? Because I think I've seen it before, and it doesn't have the exclamation points. I mean, that's also inheritable, but I don't know what. So let's see here. I'm gonna reread that because I think that's inheritable. And I don't know who has it. Let's see here. Boost special damage for 40% of the unit's res if foes ranges 2, or the full special damage reduction by 40%. Cannot use this. Hold on. I let's see. Cannot use this. Because I have Iceberg on her, even though like I think some people on site formerly known as Twitter like wants her to have Aegis over it, but I feel like I think this would actually be better because she has like 47 res with at +5 and neutral resistance nature. So and plus she has like stuff like distance stance and resistance stuff. I think if I want to try to put for core, I'm probably going to go for armored flow on Nagi, but I don't know what else to put on her. Because I don't think Counter Row 4 would help it. Anyway, now we move on to the weapon. So yeah, okay, let's go like look at this weapon real quick, because like all the weapons here are pretty like extensive, even though it has been talked about in the actual video. I can't actually listen very well, so I mean I do. I just not from when I'm also reading. I actually prefer reading over listening. Let's see here. So after units at applies the new thing Dragon Vein. Okay, so we know what it looks like. And what the Dragon Vein is, so applies the following effects for on the space for unit and ally. So if the opponent lands on the Dragon Vein, it does nothing. Okay. So grants DR6 during combat. Damage reduction of full specials by flat 10. Okay. Damage reduction from area effect specials by 50. So, okay. So Dragon Vein specs do not stack. Place any Divine Vein event. So that means that if Golveg's thing activates, you can't. It overrides Core and Stone thing. Okay. Divine Vein event applies simultaneously, cancel each other out. Does not count defensive terrain. Okay. Okay, that's an interesting thing to note. Okay. Okay, so anyway. So, yeah, so after unit does a thing, does all that, all that field manipulation to unit space and space within 2 spaces of the unit for 1 turn. Okay, you see that. If the unit's HP is greater than 24%, flicks all minus fire foe, okay. Neutralizes guaranteed follow-up, sure. Damage reduction for attack by 30, and Dragon Effect. Okay, so I'm going to say this. The best reason to pull for Corrin in this case is to help out your already heavily defensive Dragon armors. Or not just dragon armors, but you can be beast armors too. It's there to like help out already heavily defensive units. Like deal with Fomotis, go like I wouldn't count Felagard in this, maybe like Kanagus, stuff like Ascendi Dune, stuff like Anankos if you're interested. For my case, stuff like Nagi. Or even Springy Dune that counts, or even one of the Rayas. Like or even like your Fallen Raya or even Base Raya could work. For other like overly defensive characters, then I guess it'll work. Maybe in Aether Raids, maybe in Aether Raid defense, you could probably use that and then just be near unstoppable, I guess. Just watch out for stuff that neutralizes defense and resistance. So yeah, and plus she herself's a save armor, so save armor for was it far trace or near trace? Far save. Wait, she's a far saver, but she doesn't have a way to hit. Wait, hold up. She her I was like, wait, where's the distant counter? It's on her A skill. I didn't even look. I forgot to look at her A skill. So her A skill does the distant counter. Okay, her A skill is distant counter. If finishes combat for foes is greater than 3/4, all -7, damage reduction by flat 7, and that's it. Okay, sure. Okay, I was about to say why is Corrin a Farseer with no way to actually do anything about it? Well, anyway, okay, I get it. Okay, I guess I can finally move on to Soren. I really didn't want to move on to Soren because I don't even care for him. Not interested in him, and honestly, what's with like Soren? First of all, what's with Soren fans? And actually, I mean, I can understand if like Soren fans really like Soren because of story reasons. Understandable. Probably one of the if you want to say, it's one of the better units in Talius. That's fine, understandable. But like, why is he just kind of lame? Why is he just kind of lame in Fire Heroes? Like he's always like the same kind of unit. It's not even a Micaiah type unit where like it's mostly like just high in resistance and not much else. Where like Soren is just like kind of the same character every time. Kind of like Scythia, really. It's just kind of the same kind of character every time. It's like not a lot of variety. If you want to play like four of the same character but different alts, they all act the same. Let's see here. Young Soren is a blue. I'm pretty sure all Sorens are either green mage or blue mage, with no exceptions. I could keep going, but the thing is not loading very well. So yeah, I mean the artwork is fine. I don't mind it, but this is just another break like Scythia, where it's just the promoted class. We could just use the promoted class as like a non-specific alt. Hey, guys, remember non-specific alts? You guys remember stuff like that flyer Olivia? Remember that one flyer Nino? Remember those? Remember Kinshi Hinoka? Remember when like non-specific alts can just be the promoted class and just not be anything specific? Remember those? Pepperidge Farm remembers. Anyway, so again, we are going to everyone has like 2 pages of stuff. Let's go continue from back to down to up. So he has Time's Pulse and Magic Null Follow, which again really cool for I guess I'm gonna say for speedy mages. For no follow up on speedy mages. Pretty cool. So yeah, two pretty good inheritable skills. Anyway, A skill, rare talent. Start combat is unit's HP is greater than 1/4. Grants all +7 unit. Disables foes effects with calculating damage using lower of defense or resistance. Okay, cool. Fair enough. So it's anti-dragon. Okay, anti-dragon, sure. If the following effects occur based on the value of the unit's resistance minus foes. Wait, pause. The following effects occur based on the value of the unit's resistance minus foes resistance. So this is a variable thing depending on how like the gap between the unit and foes resistance. So it's less than or equal to 1. It's greater than or equal to 1. neutralizes. A neutralize special. Special cooldown charge. If your res is greater than 10, like res plus 10, and either foe's range equal to, you can text twice during combat. So we just anti-mage, it's not even anti-dragon at this point. You could probably make it more interesting if it's greater than 10 or and either foes. So never mind. There's the or. The or is if the unit initiates combat. Okay, got it. I thought that the or should be on or foes range equals 2, whatever. All right, cool. Just another big boosty boy. Anyway, special flare. I assume that is not inheritable. Anyway, its HP is greater than or equals 70% with special triggers. Boost damage by 60 with res. You know that is a really good special if it's inheritable. If it's inheritable, that will actually be a really good special for Micaiah type units. With like, I'm just gonna assume it's Micaiah type mages. Imagine if like this will also apply. If this was inherited, imagine this also applies to like melee units that have high res. Do you know how sick it would be if like Pirate Vika could have this? Like that would be insane. Or even okay, so I guess let's see here. Imagine if like this can be put into like Ivy, who has like 54 res with 54 res with like a plus res nature. You still water and like no merges. I didn't think that. I didn't even check this until now. Or even like Ninja Camilla, who has particularly high res. Imagine this can go into Pirate Vika, who has like at a plus res nature and the merges at 2, 48 res. This would be insane. This will be insane on Vika, but since Flare is typically a magic skill, if this was inheritable, this would not be. I cannot put this onto Vika because it just doesn't make sense. But yeah, oh man, it would be insane if this was inheritable because there are a lot of really good mages that can use this. But yeah, I doubt this is inheritable. I doubt it's inheritable. It feels too specific to be inheritable. But yeah, I didn't read the second effect. It's less than 70% of total triggers, boost damage 40% of foes res and heals. Okay, sure. But yeah, whatever. But let's go to the Archsage tone, whatever. Okay, so it has as a new thing, assign decoy. So essentially, if foe's range is equal to unit's range and foe initiates combat as an ally to the unit, target savior on unit. So it assigns it to a support partner within 2 spaces. Okay, so what this seems like is that like if Soren can throw the save effect to his support partner if it's close enough to activate it. What the heck? Help! I need a big strong man to help me! I comes in. Anyway, I'm just saying. Anyway, I guess I know Soren's a dude, but like, come on, we got no Soren fans. Anyway, what's next? Or if the unit's not on a team with units of... Okay. Also, hold on, this is interesting. So if it's not just a support unit, or if the unit is not on a team with unit support partner, to any ally with the highest defense, specific defense, there are 2 spaces of the unit for 1 turn. So even if Night Ike is not there, if probably totally the adjacent like super high defense ally, let's what's a good example? What's a good Tally's example of a unit with high defense? Give me a second, hold on. That'll be hilarious. Let's do Zelgius for real quick. Imagine like if like a high attacking is about to attack Soren, and Soren's next, let's say, Zelgius, who will say, I need a big strong man to help me! And then Zelgius comes. That'd be hilarious. That'd be actually pretty funny. That on our end would be pretty funny, not gonna lie. Anyway, Where am I? Sorry, this whole idea of the silent decoy is stupid, but funny. It's really stupid but funny. Anyway, in units within 3 spaces of an ally, grants bonus to units all during combat equal to 5 plus whatever the highest bonus is between the allies in 3 spaces of a unit. So I guess whoever has the biggest bonuses grants it to him. So if like, I don't know what to say. If like maybe let's say, freaking Halloween Zane with bonus doubler or something, I don't even know. A unit's res grade and foes red damage reduction, sure. Yeah. Okay, I'm gonna say this Sorn is if you want more Unga Bunga like big hit, one hit kill, and also has ways to defend himself, go pick him. If you want if you want something to fire to, yeah, there are other options. Alright, so now I can finally move on to a character I actually want to see. Because holy crud, we're already at the over 35-minute mark with all of this. I just want to, talk about the character I actually want to talk about. So, Golvig is a Blue Mage Flyer. What is with Blue Mage Flyers and characters I really, really want to get? What's it specifically? Blue Mage Flyers. Because there's so many Blue Mage Flyers specifically that I really want to get, but also even before I'm not gonna get enough of her to justify using it over freaking Spring Camilla or even like Summer Thor. And I just realized I only have like 8 of them. Just realized I said something about what's the Blue Mage Flyer character I want. I only have 8 of them, and like 3 of them I don't even use. Well, one I used to use, but like I don't even use most of them. I just use Summer Leyarn because she's plus 10. But yeah, so she's a Flyer Blue Mage in this one. Okay. Can I go to Sather for a moment? Because I know she's supposed to look like Sather, I guess, sure. But doesn't Sather? Let's see. I want to see the similarities. The thing is, she does have the general, I guess, dress shape as Sather, but like the colors are wildly different. Because granted, like Golvig is a golden unit, and Sather is more like a pastel kind of color scheme. The thing is, I feel like it makes a lot of sense for Go to look like Sather now that we know about her. And it does kind of show, to be honest, that does kind of show how far ahead that the writing team of Fire Emblem Heroes is at. Because, like, this should take months. And yet, they already know about the whole Golvig Sather nonsense. So it kind of goes to show, like, and plus it's Yoshiku, so he probably should have already known about all of this beforehand. So yeah, it does show how far ahead that the fair writing team is at for this to make sense. But yeah, we move on to skills. So again, we're going to look at everything you have here. So, hold on, I gotta need some water. I already talked for almost 40 minutes now. Anyway, she comes with AS04. Okay. Now she comes with what I assume is a new Swift Sparrow variant. Don't we have exactly this icon for something else? Anyway, if you initiate combat, deal 7 immediately. Okay. So it definitely deals against. So it's essentially, automatically dealing with the focus sash. So if you have miracles, no, you're not gonna matter. But then again, unless you're Hell, who somehow managed to survive the first attack, which makes me wonder if she's even strong enough. But then again, Hell's a green unit, so. Anyway, as I was saying, so deal 7 to remove the focus sash as soon as you start battle. Okay. And plus it does mention that damage reduction doesn't apply to this because it's just a flat damage. And also that starting damage will not instantly kill, even if it could. Anyway, it's AS7 unit in combat, and and also applies the divine vein flame. I assume that this has to be inheritable, which means that there has to be inheritable versions of other dragon veins, which means that because of that, they'll probably. I don't know if there are going to be any restrictions on who gets specific dragon flames, so that units that are right now pretty dang good to not get even crazier. Like for example, if there is a skill that does Dragon Vein Stone from Corrin's thing, it'll probably make sense to put it as a C skill, because to not have the armor beast or armor dragons have it, and also a save skill. So yeah, I'm just saying that this Harry would be insane as inheritable, and this feels inheritable because if it's not inheritable, then why is it exactly like just an upgraded Swift Sparrow icon? Anyway, this wouldn't be called Flared Sparrow if it's not inheritable. Anyway, point is, so yeah, applies the dragon unit on the line that we've already seen. Okay, so we've seen that. For one turn after combat, sure. So that's pretty much it. That's all it really does. We start already seeing what the Divine Vein thing is. I guess Divine Dragon. I guess you can tell what the last Fire Emblem I played is. Anyway, so the Divine Vein Flame is. So anyway, acts as difficult terrain for foes with range 2. So, acts like a forest for mages, and bow and dagger units and staffs. Sure. Hold on. Apply the Falling Fest onto space. Acts as difficult terrain for foes with 2 range. At the start of enemy phase, deals 7 to foe, as if when they're touching the space. Also, the combat begins, deals an additional 7 to foe. That's a lot of 7s when I think about it. Oh, because it's CYL 7. That's where all the 7s come from. Ayo. Anyway, this is not a coincidence. This is not a coincidence. There's so many 7s on just this skill, even though it's inheritable, because it originally came from a CYL 7 unit. And like you say, deal 7 at the start of combat, deal with the focus slash, boost stats by 7. Then does the divine vein, which deals 7 when it start enemy phase. Deal additional 7 start of combat, and I think that's it. Anyway, and the right start in parentheses, so I don't really care what's left. So yeah, lots of 7s. Anyway, so I guess we can move on from that to... Oh, she has Luna. So anyway, I'm surprised that her weapon is the simplest of all of them. At least that has the least like crazy nonsense in there. So anyway, she has Canto. Remember, it's a flying unit, so she has 3 move for a flying unit now, and it's permanent. So anyway, if the unit initiates combat or if a bonus active on unit, okay. Oh, the Sparrow does an grants AS 7, sure. Grants all +5 to unit. Then grants more ANS to unit to a variable depending on how many turns have passed. Okay, so depends on how many turns have passed, and will max out at turn 5. So deals damage to 20% of the unit speed. Not surprised. Neutralizes stuff. Okay, so here's what we have with Golvig, right? Golvig's Flare. Okay, so I'm assuming Flared Sparrow might be a mage only thing, or at least a 2 range only thing. If I were to inherit this, would Summerling gonna appreciate it? No, I'm gonna say so, because I think that would actually be way better than the current skill I have, which is AS Unity. That'll be hilarious, to be honest. No, it definitely would help, because my main flyer team really doesn't want to get hit by archers. Oh my goodness, that is... If Flare Sparrow is inheritable, and I pulled more than one Golvig, which is not likely because my RNG is terrible, I could put Flared Sparrow on Summer Legion and be super helpful against archers, just so that they don't have to so they can't go through the Divine Vein Flame. They can't go through the fire And plus giving my own flyers enough, wiggle room with the repo and stuff to actually hit back. Holy crap, it's actually a good idea. My goodness, Summer Laker, you're going to get even more buffed. you can tell what my favorite unit is. Anyway, but as with Golveg's thing, it's actually kind of standard, like party standard, like a year ago. To be honest, I think it's a standard a year ago. I mean, given Golveg's timey wimey nonsense, like having a pretty decent weapon skill a year ago makes sense. It's just like that ace skill is probably way cooler than the actual weapon, but the weapon is fine as is, so I don't have a problem with it. Anyway, I guess we can finally move on to our last unit, which is Robin, who has the water art. Not gonna lie, this doesn't look like water art to me, but it looks pretty cool. So the thing is, the head is pretty cool. It's kind of the opposite of Corrin, where the head is pretty cool. If the rest of the body actual outfit is goofy as heck. It's so goofy. It looks like Inigo if Wayne chose his outfit. Oh my god, this is so weird. Anyway, let's go move on to his skills. We are nearing the 50-minute mark. Look, we're at the 50-minute mark for this. Anyway, Gambit's a new inheritable. He has AS finish, sure. So, wait, his special is, hold on, what's his special? Oh, his special is Ignis. Of course it is. Of course it freaking is. Like, I know it's a pretty old skill, but like, if it's gonna be a Robin, like, his thing is Ignis. So, even if it is kind of lame, but, like, it's kind of, no duh, it is. Anyway. So anyway, Gambit. Inflicts death minus 4 during combat, sure. Unit attack or foes can attack, foes attack can trigger special, sure. Damage, damage equal to units max cooldown count value minus 2 times 5. So if you have this is like in case if you have a high cooldown special, then it does more damage. Sure. Damage reduction from air effect specials by percentage equal to, again, percentage equal to depending on your max cooldown charge. Okay, so Robin needs a high cooldown charge thing. Okay. Other than that, who wants this? Like, because most characters want low cooldown stuff. So unless you already have like weapon skills that justify using it, or have other skills that justify having a high cooldown thing, you don't need this. So his weapon skill, Deliverer's Brand. Let's see here. Grand Speed 3. Wow, he doesn't have the accelerate thing. He doesn't have the killer weapon effect. Wow, I miss weapons that don't have that. Anyway, start of combat. Unit HP is greater than a quarter. All plus 5. Damage reduction by 40. First attack by 40. Sure. Do we try the effects that grant cooldown charge? The cooldown charge. Sure. Or inflict cooldown charge on unit through combat. Sure. If his max cooldown count is 3, it's at or over 3. As I just said before, he does appreciate having a high cooldown charge. That's why he has Ignis. This is a 4 cooldown. Man, I really do not care about the rest of this. Wait a minute. What do you mean he has okay, hold on. You gotta read this last bit. Hold on, let me read this last bit. At the start of combat, okay, this is like absolutely insane. At the start of combat, unit HP is greater than 20%, and unit triggers specifically the glowing ember line of specials. Calculus damage team foe, lower foe, or defense. Are you actually messing with me here? We got a weapon skill that works with a very specific line of specials. That doesn't happen a lot. So you're telling me that, I mean, yes, I know Robin's like main damage move if I'm awakening is Ignis specifically, but like I did not expect that he has his entire kit revolving around that one special. His entire kit revolves around a day 1 special. That is stupid. That is really stupid. No, okay, so I'm gonna say this. Robin's the worst unit in this. Like, I think Robin, like, conceptually is the worst unit in this banner. But like, if you want something, like, thing is, like, I think that this is a meme. Like, this specific kit is a freaking meme. Like, you have as, you know, the CYL7, right? Book 7 unit with a day 1 special, and your entire kit revolves around it. That is, and not just that, it revolves around specifically one specific day 1 special. That is funny as heck. That is a meme right there. That is hilarious. I haven't even looked at Tip the Scales yet. I didn't even look at it. I just Rally Spectrum. And if there's no Fire Awakening, that probably just means exactly what you think Rally Spectrum is. I didn't even look at it. This is, like, the rest of it's hilarious. Wait, what do you mean you can move to a space adjacent to any other Rally Spectrum? Jeez. Warping nonsense. Stuff involving one specific special. That is hilarious. It is funny. It is absolutely hilarious. Now, okay, now before I end off, is there a way that I can currently check what Cyril has? Well, the Some of the Heroes thing is updated, I guess. Well, anyway, we're done with this. This is an over 50-minute video. Like, I've had reaction videos that take way less than this. But then I'll write 2 different things, and they're all really long things. So I guess we can end off here. So, here's the thing, right? So here's the thing. So, if I were to guess which is the best unit for fodder purposes, I just turned off the video. Hold on. I just literally turned off the video. Hold on. Okay. So if I had to choose who is the best fodder unit, okay, so I don't remember if Armored Flow is inheritable. I assume it is, because I've seen it once before. Then maybe Corrin will be. Okay, so I think that maybe Soren might actually be really good if you still don't have times +4. Let's see here. But I think everyone else. So I'm gonna say this. I'm gonna assume that Flared Sparrow is inheritable, and in that case, then Golvig's the best inheritable unit, best unit to fodder for. If you want a unit that just as a unit, I think everyone else to some degree is better. The thing is, I do not think Robin's that great. I think Robin can be. Robin's a meme. If you want to use them as a meme, go ahead. I think Rally Spectrum in itself is pretty neat. I'm not sure how well Robin would be. And I think, like, if you want to go strictly for Aether Race defense, go for Corrin. If you want to go for, I guess maybe Summoner duels, then we can maybe go for Soren. If you just want a unit, go for Golvig. If you want a meme, go for Robin. Then Robin also has AS Finish 4, so if you don't have that, go ahead. But if you have other units that deal with specifically high cooldown specials, go for Robin. So for me personally, Golvig's the only one here I care about. So I'm gonna I'm gonna use my free summon Golvig, and then attempt to get Corrin, and then I'll also get for Golvig. And I can care less about everyone else. So that's pretty much my game plan if I were to care about the CYL7. Because for those who don't know, CYLs are very commonly rerun. So if we miss this, it'll come back in a few months, even before the next year. So anyway, I got more to say here. It was already almost an hour long. So yeah, see you later for hopefully a way less than this reaction video.